Well, hello, Virgo, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your tarot card reading for September 2025. This is a month where we have a lot going on in the astrological sky. So we're going to see what's coming through in the cards for you for this month. And a reminder, Virgo, these are general readings, which will not resonate with everyone. But you can also check out your sun, your moon, your rising signs, or obtain a personal reading at mysticdoortarot.com. So with that, let's dive in. And we're going to take a look and see which crystal is being suggested for the month of September. So what's coming through for Virgo? Which crystal does Virgo need? And we had one turn over. We're going to take that one. And beautiful, it's amethyst in regards to your intuition, your third eye chakra, your perspective on things. Beautiful. All right. Your intuition is going to play a key role this month. Now let's see what the cards have to say. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, Virgo, I'm changing up the monthly readings a bit. I'm actually going to do a 12-card spread, which will encompass the energy that was coming into the month, during the month, and then, you know, what's going to be the potential outcome by the end of the month. And then also the last row is going to be messages from Spirit Source. So messages and guidance for Virgo for September, please. And here we go. First card coming out is the Major Arcana card, Temperance, as you were coming in. That's the energy as you were coming into the month of September. So it's about moderation. Don't be too extreme. We have the Major Arcana card, the Empress, coming in. Beautiful. The setting the tone, the environment for you to have more creativity and inspiration for this month. And here we go. We have the Knight of Swords. This is an energy of having an idea and wanting to put it right into action. Kind of not thinking things through, which is what the Temperance is kind of warning you about. Do things in moderation. Now we have the Three of Swords, so there could be a bit of a disappointment with the idea that you kick off with. Not everybody's going to see things the way you do, Virgo. And we have the Nine of Swords, center of your reading. So there could be worry or stress, or you're just thinking about something over and over again. And it might be what the Three of Swords is going to resonate with you. We'll see in a minute what that is all about. And we have the Six of Swords moving on to a better situation. We have the Major Arcana card, the Hierophant, which can indicate a culture, a religion, your spiritual beliefs, maybe something to do with how you were raised. It certainly can be marriage. We have the Queen of Cups. You're focusing on something in particular. And we have the Six of Pentacles, which has been coming out so much lately, where everybody's kind of really scrutinizing where they focus their time and energy. Bottom of the deck, your overall energy, you've got the Hermit with the Star of Hope and the Lantern kind of shining the light on what matters to you most, Virgo. All right. Oh, and I also want to pull... Sorry about that. Pulling the last three cards for what Spirit will have messages as we go through your reading first. All right, so Hermit card, really thinking things through. Hanging out in the background, kind of reviewing things, and that could be why. Let's talk about the center of your reading. You know, if you've got the strong energy of the Hermit about really spending some time alone with your thoughts, you can be thinking about something over and over and over again, maybe not able to come to a conclusion, you know, to be able to put it to rest. So this can be worry, this can be anxiety, this could be in regards to your future. But 2 9s here. You know, something's coming to the end. Something's near completion. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, and we have the Death card. So yeah, definitely something's coming to a close. Okay, so coming into the month, you have the, I don't want to say the word warning, but you have the message here of doing things in moderation. Don't go to extremes. Try to have a middle ground. This could be in regards to compromising with others. There's an energy here of integrating something new into your life, but do it slowly. This could be new relationships, new job, new place to live, a new project you're starting on. Take things slow. Have the Major Arcana card, the Empress. So I really like this for you. This is giving you the opportunity. It's kind of like setting you up for inspiration and creativity and, kind of presenting the right place at the right time. And it can, I'm looking to see your other cards here. I'm not seeing the person that usually comes in with the Empress that puts you in touch with the right people as well. But it is about new beginnings with the 3 energy, birthing something new. Again, keep in mind the Temperance card about keep it in moderation. And Temperance is about integrating something new into your life. And this is new beginnings, birthing something new with the Empress. Very fertile energy. Very, very much abundance can be coming in. But keep it in moderation. And the Knight of Swords is everything but moderation. This is charging forth with maybe an idea that you have or a cause that you have, and you haven't thought things through. So what I feel is possibly the 3 of Swords is turning up as pure disappointment with what you set out to do with the Knight of Swords. Whatever it is, you had like a brainstorming kind of idea. I don't think it's shared by others around you. This could be in the workplace. This can be within the family. This could be something that you want to do. It might be that you want to take a trip to a far off place and think it's a great idea, but not thinking things through as far as, well, how do you do that? Well, I don't know, but I want to do it. It's that kind of thing where, how are you going to go about paying for this trip and so on. So that's just an example. But whatever the Knight of Swords, if you have an idea that you really wanted to implement, or you feel that right now during this part of September, you want to kind of weigh the pros and cons to it instead of going full-fledged Knight of Swords energy, which is not thinking things through. Because the 3 of Swords, very predominant here, right at this time frame. And then you're going to be thinking about the disappointment over and over and over again. And it leads you to the 6 of Swords, where now you're leaving a situation. This could be action that causes some kind of severe consequences you're very unhappy about. And you have to get away from the situation. This could be, leaving a relationship. This could be leaving a job, moving away, travel for some of you. But this is moving on to better things. So Virgo, we have the Hierophant coming in. So I always get the, yes, this is the marriage. This can represent the priest. This can represent like a mentor to you. Someone that maybe you've always gone to, but lately the Hierophant has been coming up indicating, are your beliefs that maybe you were raised with or, something from your childhood, is it still serving you in today's modern times? So with the Hierophant can bring in change with this 5 energy, where now you're changing up your perspective on things. Maybe not totally getting rid of religion or customs, but you're now looking at what makes sense for you, Virgo. So very challenging energy there. And with the Queen of Cups here, you're focused on something you desire. Very strong focus here, what you're feeling. This could be your intuition. This could be a goal that you have. Something you want for your future. And with the 6 of Pentacles, this is about that equal give and take. But also, Six of Pentacles has been coming up in the readings, not just mine, others. I see it all across the board with Six of Pentacles coming up, where you're really determining to keep that harmony and balance in your life. So you're determining, who's worthy of your time and energy. An example I can give with this is in the workplace. If you have someone that constantly is coming up to you and bothering you just to chit chat, interrupting your work, is that productive? Do you want to keep that going forward? So it's that kind of energy. You're putting up some boundaries and you're deciding who or what gets your time, so that you can remain productive moving forward. So it is about harmony and balance in your life. And that could be the difference. Having somebody like that in your workplace, making you then have to finish up your work at the end of the day. Always, interrupting your work-home balance. So kind of a realization as to, putting up those boundaries and maybe cutting off that person, getting up and going somewhere else to kind of have them go back to wherever their work area is. So that's just an example, but that's been coming up in so many of the readings to balance, who you're giving your time, your energy, and possibly money to as well. Now, what I'm seeing here when you look at your cards across is you're starting out with integrating something new into your life, but it's about not going to extremes because you're going to be very disappointed. It might be, you might have an ultimatum. You might be giving someone an ultimatum in a relationship and you're disappointed with the result. And with the Hierophant, that is, I just keep picking up with the Hierophant that you're changing your perspective on things. And you might be going to someone, you might be changing up who you follow, who you go to for advice, who's your mentor. And also with the Knight of Swords, moving forward with a plan, an idea, a goal, and kind of worried, stressed out, thinking about it over and over again. And that also can change up your perspective on how things work out. Again, going down here, it is moderation, especially in regards to something new that's coming in, that might be coming in quickly, abundance showing up, and how you manage that, has consequences. So Knight of Swords going into the Six of Swords, it can be an indication of you're moving quickly. Possibly we have this Knight of Swords kind of going to the past, but then quickly retreating and moving on to in a completely different direction. Keep in mind your overall energy is the Hermit. This is solitude. This is thinking things through. This is, planning for your future. And something that that you came up with, an idea, a goal, some kind of action you might have taken, proved to be very disappointing. And so the center of your reading, you have the Nine of Swords. So this can be being a little stressed out, being worried. It can be having to work. Additional work might be involved. So let's see what Spirit Source has to say. And we've got, here is the Queen of Wands. That's what I was looking for in regards to the Empress. It's an indication, since it is coming from Spirit Source, that, right in here and now, as you start to be beginning something new, try to team up with, a new leader. It's right next to the Hierophant. So you're teaming up with someone new. This could be an Aries, a Leo individual. It does kind of dictate that it's a fire sign individual in possibly a leadership position. That'll give you a better outcome. So that's kind of Spirit's advice there. And we do have Major Arcana card, the Moon. It's telling you to stay on course. It's reminding you With the temperance about keep things in moderation, go slow, trial and error. And we've got this little crayfish coming up. Be adaptable to what's coming your way, but stay on course. There's blessings coming in the near future if you do things in moderation, Virgo. So the moon also represents that there are things working behind the scenes, so no worries if you had an idea that then proved to be a disappointment. You still got this energy going for the month, and the moon releases things, information in divine timing, when the timing's right. Last card here is Seven of Cups. You are going to be spoiled for choice by the end of the month. So if you're looking for love, you might have several options by the end of September. If you're looking for a new job, again, you're going to have several choices. You're going to have to focus in on what's most important to you. So Seven of Cups can be really tuning into your intuition. That's why you were suggested to have the amethyst crystal with you for September to keep your perspective in check. Listen to your inner guiding voice. And just looking at the cards, you might do something rash, which you're going to be disappointed in and maybe upset about, but you're then going to move off in the right direction. Maybe seeking out someone new, a new mentor, a new boss, a new leader, someone that you can look up to. Very focused energy here, paying attention to who or what takes up your time and energy. There is something that is working behind the scenes for you, Virgo. It'll be released in divine timing and end up giving you a lot of different choices to choose from. So let's see the... we already had one card fall out, so I'm going to go with that. My guys are saying go with this, but this is wrapping up your reading. Focus on what is important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries, as this would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you are creating your future. Very important message. This card wanted to come out for you, Virgo, so pay attention to the message that it's telling you. Well, that's the messages for the month of September. Thank you so much for joining me and sending you love and abundance.